Yo, what is up everybody? Shad's back at it with another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 primaries in Pixel Gun. And yeah, this is just my opinion. This is all based on my opinion. Now I know some other people may disagree, and I mean it's great to have some different opinions. But yeah, if you guys have any differences with me, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'll try to understand. But at number 5 it's going to be the Ponic thrower, the current one that I'm using on Heaven Garden right now. I mean, it's a pretty good for a semi-automatic. I think it's the best semi-automatic in the game. Best primary. That's not a shotgun. It's definitely up there. I mean, it has the poison effect, and it makes your enemies weaker. I think that's what it does too. But yeah, this is my favorite semi-automatic in the game. As you guys can see, you know, I'm doing pretty good in it, even in a pretty good with it in a big map. But you know, obviously I think semi-automatics are pretty good, especially in big maps like usual, because if you're in a smaller map you're gonna obviously want a shotgun because all your pellets are gonna hit the target more easily. And you know, overall it is very beneficial just to I mean, actually, no, I wouldn't say this because, guys, at number 5, I mean, I just had to put one semi-automatic on the list just because I know some people's playstyle is definitely different, and I can understand that. And, you know, it's just overall a good weapon, guys. Honestly, I really like it. It has the weakening and the poison. That's what's really good about it. And, I mean, as you guys can see, I got quite a few kills with it. But at number 4... I'm just looking at all the weapons and seeing what it's going to be, but I think it's going to be the debt collector. It isn't the best shotgun, but it is a pretty good shotgun. As you guys can see, it's sometimes like a 2-shot. That's why I'm only putting it at 4th. I know you guys would probably expect higher, but even with X mods, it's still like a 2-shot. So I can imagine for the average player, it's probably mid. But it's still overall good because it has a heavy bleeding effect instantly on it. And yeah, it's a really nice primary overall. So if somebody doesn't have the Ultimatum and they want a good primary, this is definitely something I would recommend them, because the difference is there in the damage between some of the mid shotguns and the debt collector. Like, yeah, but I'm just looking at my capes, guys, because there is some capes that actually do give your primaries damage. If you guys didn't know, but I don't know if a lot of you guys have it. I think it's called like the Fun Fair cape. I'm just gonna see if it does really do anything, and yeah, but if you guys have it and you'd like to spam primary, I would recommend it. I can notice a difference in the speed, that most definitely, but I don't know about the damage. Like, the damage still obviously feels the same. Like, I can't really notice any difference. It's probably the exact damage value as before. But number 3 is going to be the combat shotgun. So this is what came out on Christmas, I think it was. Overall, it's pretty good. As you guys can see, I'm just putting it up here because the fire rate is much better. The capacity is a lot better than the debt collector overall. So it is definitely way better. And the range is also very good on this weapon, guys. Especially if you have X mods and you have high bullet dispersion mods. It's really good, honestly. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's looking for a shotgun besides the Ultimatum, because as you guys can see, like, I'm pretty much mowing down everybody. I mean, the effects on this weapon are pretty good too. Got the bleeding, I'm pretty sure. I think it has weakening too. But yeah, I just have, like, usually for me, guys, obviously I don't really use these primaries. I only use the Ultimatum, so this is all still new to me, and that's why I'm just doing this entirely based off my opinion. I don't really like to switch up my loadout often, and I just like to, you know, like, I'm just doing it pretty much all based entirely on my opinion. So yeah, if you guys have any differences, as I said, you guys could put it down below. And yeah, I'm always like looking to see what other people think about what weapons that, you know, like, they'd like to see me use and whatnot, just because I think it's fun to switch things up sometimes, because I know it can get pretty boring using the same stuff. But the next shotgun on the list is going to be the Rune shotgun. This is actually a Crystal Division weapon, but as you guys can see, I'm doing pretty good with it. The fire rate is insane on this weapon, and the damage is way up there. So yeah, overall, it's a great weapon. I mean, as you guys can see, I just blasted. I mean, most of these guys are bots though. Like, as you guys can see, it's just mostly bots. But it's a good damage test, I guess. If you were just spamming primary, just solely primary, I don't know how to say that word, solely primary, just, you guys know, just only primary, I would definitely recommend this, because just the capacity and the fire rate and the damage all combined. But the ultimatum, you have to obviously reload the clip every time you use it. That's why I wouldn't recommend just spamming the ultimatum. Obviously that's not going to be the best idea, and I would probably spam this if you're going to spam a primary, most definitely instead, because, you know, as I said, like the damage clip, and you guys can just see from my gameplay, it's pretty broken. But the number one on the list is obviously going to be the ultimatum. I mean, who could have saw this coming? I mean, it was pretty obvious that you guys could tell. I mean, overall, obviously it's going to be the best. And I'm just only using ultimatum, and as you guys can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. But obviously if you're going to use it, you're probably going to be switching weapons a lot, which is even going to make it more OP. Now, everyone's been saying that the ultimatum's never going to come back, but this weapon has came back numerous times. Like, I don't even know how many times to count at this point that ultimatums come back. But the truth is, it's not a special weapon anymore to have. I mean, I remember it didn't come out for like a year, and then it was kind of a special weapon to have. But now everybody has it. Like, everyone has the opportunity to get it. But it's mostly pay to win if you want to get it, because grinding keys in 2024 is pretty hard. So yeah, a lot of the newer pay to win players actually did get the ultimatum recently, and yeah, it kind of threw off the balance of the game. But overall, honestly, I mean, I would say it's pretty balanced, guys, just because, like, it's a one clip. I don't know if you guys would say it needs a nerf, but personally, I don't think it does. I mean, I would like to see Pixel Gun add new variety of primaries, because just having broken shotguns gets boring. Just because, like, I feel like there should be more OP semi-automatics just to throw things up for once. I mean, change things up for once. You know, always trying new things, and yeah, it's always great to switch things up. But yeah, I absolutely think that this shouldn't be nerfed, just because, as I said, I'm using X mods, so that's also gonna be another factor. But yeah, it's very OP on, I know I'm on a large map, but especially smaller maps, it's gonna be a lot better than as you guys see me using it. And of course, everybody, I mean, I already said this, everyone's gonna be switching weapons when they're using this, and it's gonna make it even more broken. But yeah, overall, this is my list, guys. If you have any differences with me, let me know. I'd like to hear all your guys' opinions. And with that being said,